Stacey narrated 29 books in the Babysitter's Club series. I gave 9 of her books a score of 9 out of 10 or higher. Let me start this list of her best books with the 2 mysteries. Number 9, Stacey and the Haunted Masquerade. This book is based on the movie Carrie. I've never seen the movie, and it's rated R, so most of the kids who read this book probably never saw it either. Since it's based on a horror movie, the story is pretty scary and unique compared to the other books in the Babysitter's Club mystery series. 28 years ago, a group of mean football players purposely humiliated a shy girl named Liz. She became insane and started a stampede which killed someone. Liz is still obsessed with revenge. She sabotages the modern-day masquerade. She plots to reenact that terrible night, complete with getting herself into the arms of her former date, who is now a teacher. Besides for this scary, unique story, the book is good because it focuses so much on the mystery. There's a lot of investigation as the girls figure out the tragic backstory piece by piece. In contrast, most of the other mystery books have 1 or 2 investigation scenes, at most. It's a welcome change of pace to see the detectives remain focused on the mystery the whole time. Plus, the book introduces Carrie Retlin, who's a great character. Number 8, Stacey and the Stolen Hearts. The school has a fundraiser where you can have valentines delivered to people. The culprit steals the valentines and exposes everyone's love drama. Like, one girl's cheating on her boyfriend, Cookie's boyfriend doesn't like her, and Jacqui won't stop flirting with Robert. The book is jam-packed with characters, and it does a great job of balancing the larger-than-normal cast. I don't want to spoil the surprise culprit, except by saying it's an actual surprise, unlike, say, Abby and the Mystery Baby, where the culprit is a surprise only because it's someone readers have never heard of before. But really, this is one of my faves, because it has constant love drama. The love drama continues in number 7, Stacey's Broken Heart. This is a more serious love drama. The Valentine's one was more silly. I enjoyed the love drama, the serious emotions, and how the story constantly progressed. It felt like it was always moving. Stacey's boyfriend Robert is spending too much time with bad girl Andy, and he lies about what he's doing. It's revealed he's cheating on Stacey, and as you can tell from the cover, they break up. Before then, she takes a long trip to New York City, where she meets a hot new guy named Ethan. It's surprising how well this story works, considering that Stacey is in a different state for so long. Back at home, Abby's put in charge of the Babysitter's Club. She has some good ideas, but she gets in over her head when she tries planning a big carnival fundraiser. Everyone decides Christy is a much better club leader, which is ironic because in book 100, Christy's poor leadership destroys the club. Number 6, Stacey vs the BSC. I didn't like this book personally, but I can't deny it's a good book. It's funny and well written. Stacey makes some good points about the problems with the Babysitter's Club. Stacey feels like the other girls are too immature and they take the club too seriously. She'd rather hang out with her boyfriend than babysit. She shows up late to meetings and she even lies to get out of a job. When the babysitters overreact, that just confirms how immature they are. Things explode when Stacey throws a big party, but she doesn't invite the club members. There's a big fight and she quits the club. She comes crawling back to them. In number 5, Stacey and the Bad Girls. Stacey starts hanging out with some bad girls. They shoplift, they mess up her house, and they get her in trouble at work when they use her employee discount to commit fraud. The bad girls sneak a bunch of wine into a concert. They get drunk and cause such a commotion, they're all dragged away by security. Even Stacey, who did not drink anything. Stacey gets in huge trouble with her mom, and she decides to go back to being friends with the Babysitter's Club. I wish the book spent more time on Stacey rejoining the club. They didn't fully address all the problems which led Stacey to quit the club in the first place. And it's a little unrealistic that they're all best friends again. I expected Christy to demote Stacey to a junior officer for a year after that. Number 4, Stacey McGill, Super Sitter. Maybe I like this book just because it has an awesome cover. Stacey gets a regular sitting job with Mrs. Chaplin. Mrs. Chaplin pays extra money for chores, and Stacey enjoys making twice as much as normal. But Mrs. Chaplin slowly adds more and more things to the chore list, to the point where it's literally impossible to watch the kids and finish all the chores in under 2 hours. Mrs. Chaplin is pretty rude, and she's quick to insult Stacey. Stacey decides the money is not worth being treated so badly, especially when she's overworked to the point where she can't spend time with her friends and family. I liked how the book explored the situation from multiple angles. Also, there's a funny subplot where the kids mistakenly think Logan's cheating on Marianne with Christy. Number 3, Stacey's ex-best friend. Stacey sure has a lot of friend drama, doesn't she? Lane Cummings, her best New York friend, comes to town for a week. Lane hates Connecticut, and she complains constantly about how there's nothing interesting to do here. She's got a point because Stacey's in school all day, so she can't show Lane around the town. Lane's forced to spend all day at Stacey's house by herself. That is kinda boring. Stacey tries to help Lane have fun, and Lane gets a date for a school dance. She thinks he's a nerd, and she leaves him for a hotter guy. When Stacey objects, Lane demands that she go home right away. Their friendship never recovers. Even though the book is mostly Lane being a jerk on repeat, I thought the fight was well done. You can understand and sympathize with Lane, even though she's the villain. That was not the case with the Bad Girls book, where things are one-sided in favor of Stacey. Number 2, Stacey McGill Math Whiz. Stacey is asked to join the school's math team. 2 of them are huge nerds, but the rest of them are okay. She has a lot of fun solving math and logic problems, and she leads the team to victory in the state championships. This book has a lot of subplots. Stacey gets stage fright, Claudia takes over Stacey's tutoring job, the kids have a math fair, her math friends don't get along with the BSC, and Stacey's dad loses his job. He keeps ruining her schedule by forcing her to go to unplanned dinners and trips to New York. All the stories work well, especially the one with her dad. I think it's great that Stacey finally got a math book after so many years of being the club treasurer. Number 1, welcome back, Stacey. Earlier in this video, I talked about how Stacey quit the club for a while, only to come back immediately. It's not the first time that happened. The first time she quit the club, it's because her family moved to New York. Stacey's life is pretty bad because she misses her babysitting friends, and her parents fight all the time. Mom thinks Dad works too much, while Dad thinks Mom is irresponsible. They're yelling at each other every night, and they eventually decide to get divorced. Stacey is shocked at the news, and she's furious with both of them. She tries avoiding them, she tries forcing them to talk to each other, but nothing works. Stacey isn't sure which parent she's gonna live with, even though we all know she's gonna move back to Babysitter's Club land with Mom. They look for a new house together, and there's a big party when Stacey moves back to town. This is a good book. It's emotional and realistic, as it deals with the serious subject of divorce. The book did not have to try so hard. The divorce could have been a flimsy excuse to bring Stacey back to the series, but it's not. It was actually done well, and it's a good book. Those are my choices for the 9 best Stacey books. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm also posting a video of the 7 worst Stacey books.